911, this is dispatch.
Welcome to trucking. It's a term I've been hearing a lot lately over the last 5 weeks. Oh man, I ended my 7-day tour yesterday. Rolled into Fort Worth and dropped off my final load. Pulled into the Pilot. I was pretty much on empty on my fuel tanks and pulled in, dropped in my comp data card to fill her up and then spend the night. Please see cashier. It's something I've seen frequently over the last few weeks, and I suppose it's something that happens frequently with smaller trucking companies. So of course I tried to call my boss, and it was Sunday night. He didn't answer the phone, and I was right on empty. Luckily, it was a fairly cool night, so I figured I'll park and get some sleep, and I pulled in, and there weren't any spots, and I made another loop around, and I guess in that loop something opened up, and I was able to get in there. It was a blindside back. There was no way to turn around to get in there, and fortunately, I had somebody offer to help me get in, and I was able to get into that spot. Got everything nice and cool in the truck, and then shut down the engine. I didn't want to run out of fuel while I was sleeping, and I did have to start the truck in the morning when it got hot. But I didn't run out. So I called my boss this morning and said, "Hey, I've got an 11 o'clock pickup, and I'm dead out of fuel. When will that comp data card be good?" And, "Oh, it'll be good in just a little bit. I'll text you when it's ready." And about an hour later, he texted me, said it was good. We were taking bets on Zello of how much fuel he'd actually let me put in, and I was able to fill the tanks. So now I'm sitting at my 11 o'clock pickup, and I've got two full tanks of fuel, and run that back to Houston for the trip home. It was a nice 7 days. I enjoyed getting out. I left Houston Monday evening and went to Arkansas, and then from to Louisiana, and then from Louisiana to Arkansas, from Arkansas to Indiana, back to Arkansas back to Indiana, and then Indiana to Fort Worth, and that ended my 7 days, and I did right at 3,400 miles, so it ought to be a decent paycheck. Since I was on the road, I didn't get a check last week. However, he tells me it's ready, so when I get back to the yard tonight, I should have 2 paychecks. We'll see how that goes. I mean, other than a few, inconveniences, everything seems to work out fine, but the reality is I'm going to have to find another job. I'm going to have to find a trucking company that provides benefits, and I'm not ever going to have to worry about my check going in the bank, and I'm not going to have to worry about whether or not I can fill my truck up. Got to make some decisions, and that's most likely going to be with a major carrier. I'm just, I keep leaning back towards Prime. Prime pays the best, but man, with all I hear everybody bitching about the damn sleep apnea machine. Man, I don't want to go through all that. And I know they pay well, but when you I'm a member of the Prime forums, and I on Facebook, and I see the good and the bad. Man, I sure see a lot of whining in there, and I don't want to work for a company that that's going to be like that. want to work for somewhere that I'm going to stay a long time. You know, people really knock Swift, but I know 3 Swift drivers that have worked for them for a long time that seem to really like them. You know, but then last night on Zello, I hear another guy that's worked for him almost a year just whining nonstop about him, saying how he works hard and they keep sending him on crap runs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research, look into it, but I'm gonna spend this next week applying for some companies. I absolutely dread getting on a trainer's truck. I know it's something that I probably need, but it's something that I really dread. Bought an amplified TV antenna while I was on the road. It was junk. It was junk. I think it was called a Clear. Stay away from the Clear. I ended up buying another one that's a little mat that you can either lay on your dash, or it has suction cups to stick to your window. And the place where that Clear was only getting 1 channel, I was able to get 12 channels with this one that's a mat. It was more expensive. It's the same one they sell at Walmart for $58. I was able to get it at the Pilot for $38, and it works really well. It's nice to have some TV, especially if you have you know, quite a while to sit. And it seems like I've been taking my 10 hours, but I've been able to take 12 or 13 hours based on the pickups and the delivery times that I've been getting. It was a fun week. Yeah, I mean, it was, but there's a lot of things that just go on, and I've got some thinking to do. I love the job, I really do, and I think if I find a good company that I can fit into, I'll enjoy it more. But anyway, I wanted to give y'all an update, let you know how my 7 days went. I've mentioned this several times, but I'm going to mention it again. The group I'm a member of, Super Truckers of America, you can find us on Facebook, and from the Facebook page you can link to our Zello channel. Our Zello channel is a lot of fun, but I do recommend that you have thick skin if you go in there. It's all in good fun, but some people take it pretty serious, and that's a shame. That's a shame, because if you can't have fun out here, I mean, that's pretty much all you got. Drive, have fun, talk to some people. But I know the Zello channel sure makes the miles go by faster, because when it's quiet, the day goes pretty slow. And we don't just talk trucking. I mean, very little trucking gets spoken there. It's mainly just a bunch of BS. And there's another group that I'm a member of on Zello. It's called the YTTA. They seem to be more geared to talking trucking. They have a lot of. If you're new, if you're brand new to the industry or thinking about going into the industry, I recommend you check out the YTTA. That's probably a better fit than STA. Although STA is a lot of fun, they just YTTA seems to be geared more towards people thinking about coming into the industry and people that are new to the industry. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Again, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe. My channel's not for everybody. That's fine. For those that do enjoy watching, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that. So until next time, buck up. I'm out.